All right, everyone. So we are here with none other than Guzman Gaming, that boy. He got eighth place, top eight at San Diego CoreTCG Regional this weekend with Commandramon. What's going on, Ray? Guzman Gaming. How are you feeling about your deck?
Ayo,
Yeah,
pretty good. I'm happy I got on top of this deck. I played this deck back in the day when it was pretty whack. But
yeah,
right now it's pretty good. It's kind of a little bit of a niche. So yeah, very happy I was able to get top eight with it.
absolutely. And your list is actually a little bit different than some of the other Commandramon lists we've been seeing. So I'm gonna let you just go ahead and get into it.
Yeah, so let's do it. It's somewhat generic yet kind of spicy. I'll show you right now. For the babies, you're playing the normal four Pagumon and
Hmm.
the Misimon.
Hmm.
Nothing special there. And then you're playing all the Commandramons, four of each. You're
Yep,
playing Commandermen, so you have to play all of them. It's nothing
exactly.
special there. The four blocker. So a
Hmm.
little bit of a difference here that I'm doing. I'm playing four Hagrimon.
Right.
Some people play three. I think it's really good just to refill, or should I say, fill up your graveyard for the Darkramon,
Yeah,
and
Destiny
draw
draw.
you two cards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Destiny
this card
draw.
is super good.
Super good.
Um, and then when you get it off of Pride Boost, it's such a good feeling. So
Oh, true. You can actually do that, huh? Yeah, that's
yeah, because
correct.
it's an on play, so you still get the effect.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
such a good feeling.
Hell yeah.
So I think it's a must four of.
Of course.
Of course, you got the Grumble for game.
Grumble for game.
Dude, funny story. The very last round,
Uh huh.
for the top eight, I was one tie, one draw.
Uh huh.
I played against a Massimon player.
Uh huh.
We both had zero security, and it was super close. Pretty much, I had a grumble for game,
Right.
but his last check was a Hell Scythe, and I had two Commander Mons. So
Oh.
I attacked once, checked the Hell Scythe, he popped my other one,
Uh
and then I
huh.
just grumbled for game. So
No, man. You didn't
this
have
card is.
recovery? That's. Hell yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, he didn't have any
Angemons.
Magnamon whatever in the
Yeah, yeah,
grave.
yeah.
So
Magnamons. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Crazy,
so of
crazy.
course, got to play the grumble. So I was playing also, three Death X.
Right.
It's normal. Honestly, for me, this card didn't do much. I
Okay.
played a lot of security control, a lot of one stack decks like Alpha and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
This is a must. You have to play it, but just in my experience in that, especially like in that event,
Mm-hmm.
it didn't do anything honestly. If anything, I evoed into it sometimes, but it
Right.
didn't really do much.
Right.
But you have to play this card. Is insane.
Yeah. Would you maybe cut it to two, or do you think three is still the right number?
I think you have to play three just because you do play the Pride boost. I did mill it a lot, which sucked.
Oh, okay. Yeah, makes
Yeah,
sense.
so I think you still need the three. It's still an amazing card. It just
Right.
for me, it didn't do much.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Then of course you're playing the four Darkramon,
Mm-hmm.
Rush, recycle your graveyard. I played a lot of Afonimons, and it's nothing special. You can recycle your Darkramon to keep on doing it, doing it, and doing it.
Right.
And if you have a Kazu setup, I'll show you later. You can like pretty much infinitely play it.
Right, exactly.
And this is where the spice comes in that I freaking love. Choose
Oh,
toward defeat.
yo, no one's playing this card anymore.
Yeah, no one is playing this card. My thought process behind it is one, it's a bomb.
Yes.
Sure, against like your war gurus and whatnot, it doesn't kill it.
Right.
But my, I guess, idea is to have at least one sort of bomb in your security being flare, like punch,
Uh-huh.
onslaught, whatever.
Yes.
And then the following turn, like pretty much pressure game.
Exactly.
And then I think the biggest MVP, because it didn't really come out in security too much, I was evoing from the Darkramon.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing that a lot.
Right.
And against security control, they have to have either like a Wyvern's Breath or a Chaos Degrade, and it's super hard to get rid of.
Yeah, they don't.
So
Do they really want to chaos degrade Zord defeat back into your security though? Like that's
exactly right.
that's really funny. Actually, that's kind of sick.
So there's downfalls. Because of course you are playing Izzy,
Uh huh.
and it's a white card. So there was like once or twice where I
Oh.
revealed these work,
Uh huh.
and you don't get the memory back, which kind of
Right.
sucks.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
But honestly, I love this card. If I didn't play this, I would have played the Chinkurimon because
Uh-huh.
Chinkuri is also a very great card.
Yeah.
The other downside, of course, is that since you also are playing the Pride boost
Mm-hmm.
and you reveal this with a Pride boost, you can't play it.
Right.
Whereas with Chinkurimon, you can at least play it and you get some sort of
Yeah.
benefit.
Okay. I get it. But I mean, would you? It's like 1,000 DDG Evolve or 13,000 Big Fat Beat Stick. Like I don't know. I think I
Yeah,
like
and then
this
if they
word
do
defeat.
destroy it with like a Wyvern's Breath, you get a pop of Digimon.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
you're plussing at that point too.
Yes.
So yeah, this card I honestly loved it, and I played against a lot of like security control Fawny Loots.
Uh huh.
I love this card. There was a matchup when I just hard slammed it. Turn two, and while I boom, get in there. And I was putting in pressure. So
Hell yeah.
I love this card.
There we go.
Then
Decent.
besides that, I mean, it's pretty standard.
Uh-huh.
Four Kazus, I think this card's a must-have. I think some people are playing three,
Nah, I think
but you just have
that's
to see it.
yeah. That card's too good. I agree.
Yeah, you gain memory, recycle stuff again with the Darkramon.
Mm-hmm.
This card's insane.
Yep.
Two Izzy, it's a memory resetter. I mean, it can be a bomb. If they're like at zero security and you reveal the top three,
Yeah,
you can
game
get a
memory.
memory.
Yes.
But again, you are playing the Sword Defeat, so it can whiff.
Uh-huh.
Just in my build. And then you're playing the Ford Pride memory boost.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly do not like this card at all.
Really?
I don't like it, dude.
Okay. You got to talk about that because I feel like that card's kind of nuts.
So it is. I mean, so here's the thing. Yeah, when you hit it, it's such an insane feeling.
Uh-huh.
Because of course you get any Commandramon, you can get like the floater,
Yeah.
you can get your blocker,
Uh-huh.
or you can get the Hagrimon, get the Pot of Greed,
Right.
But there were so many times where I whiffed and milled like a Death X, a Tamer, Darkramon.
Okay. I see what
There
you
was
mean.
just so many hard whiffs.
Yeah.
But I do think it's like a must-have.
Yeah.
Just because if you do have one on board,
Mm-hmm.
your opponent has to put you at least to one memory.
Right.
So if you pop this go to 3, you can get a guaranteed Darkramon playoff.
Exactly.
And then attack for a free attack.
Uh-huh.
So even though I don't like it, I do think you have to play it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it is technically a bomb because, you get a free memory resetter for the next turn.
Right.
But yeah, I don't like it, but I guess you kind of have to play it.
Would you play regular black memory boost, like maybe over one of them, or like split it up somehow, or you think that's the pride?
No, I don't think so. Just because you have Kazu, so I mean, you don't have any problem searching your
Right.
Digimon.
Okay, that makes sense.
I guess you just kind of have to roll the dice with this card.
Mm-hmm.
But it is honestly good.
For sure.
Yeah. And then besides that, you're playing the 4 Flare. This card is insane.
Mm-hmm.
I'd play more if you could,
Yeah.
And then you're playing 3 Onslaught, pretty standard. And then one of the MVPs, Kongu.
Yep.
Kind of stop security control decks. If they have game, kind of stop them like that.
Yep.
It's just a broken card overall.
Agreed. All right, so pretty standard-ish list. I think the Zort defeats really make the deck, in my opinion. Like you said, like sometimes you just need a bomb, and that's like a huge bomb that people are not expecting anymore. Like people just forgot about Zort defeat. Like not even security control plays it anymore.
There was one matchup where my first check was a Sword defeat, and he was like, "Dude, you're playing that? What the hell?" I'm like, "Yeah." And all game, boom, 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 free checks.
Yep. Just a free W. Is there anything you would change in the deck, or do you feel like this is like the best it gets?
I mean, there's not too much to change. I mean, like the whole Maw lineup is pretty standard.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing you could change is again these warts.
Right.
If you do want to play the Chinkuris, in my opinion, right now, just because security control, Alfani, all that stuff is so popular.
Right.
Chinkuri doesn't do anything against that deck.
Yep.
They're hard slamming bombs. Digivolve, who cares?
Yep.
But if you hit one of these or just hard slam it, I mean, this card's insane.
Yep. I agree.
So I wouldn't really change anything. Maybe play a third Congo just because this card is so broken. And again, going back to so many security control decks being live.
Right.
But besides that, I love this deck. I wouldn't change anything else.
Heck yeah. Is there like a matchup you think is kind of like tough? Like if people have like a lot of a certain deck at their locals, maybe they shouldn't play this deck, or what's
Yes.
okay. What's the hardest matchup?
The whole regional, this is just my opinion. I could be totally wrong. But I'm super scared of playing against Black War Gray.
Okay, interesting.
It's my thought process. If they make a huge stack with X antibody, not only the Greymon blocker, but the X antibody to protect it from deletion, there's like no out. Like, what are you going to do against that?
I guess you could flare, but it doesn't even kill the stack because it's so big, right?
Exactly. So if you flare it, it goes back to the blocker.
Right.
Which is, I mean, even if you get that low. But, best case scenario, you put it down to the blocker where they could just do it again and again and again.
Right. Interesting. And then they can pop your causes too. I'm sure that feels bad.
Exactly. Yeah, you give them a stack again to make like a, de-digivol, pop your little guys, and then, pop your tamers, all that fun stuff.
Interesting.
So, in my opinion, some people disagree. I just was super scared of that matchup. And thankfully, I didn't play against any. So,
really? Okay.
My worry, I didn't have to worry about it too much.
There you go. Yeah, matchup difference as per usual at the regionals. All right, so you want to talk about your matchups, like round 1, round 2, etc.? You want like a quick little tournament report?
Yeah, so the biggest contender for this regional, honestly, again, it was security control. There were
Mm-hmm.
just so many.
Mm-hmm.
I played against two Alphamon decks. They were easy wins. Honestly, I just rushed them down.
Fair
Didn't give
enough.
them time to build their stacks.
Yeah.
I played against one Grandis that was an extremely scary matchup.
Okay.
But the RNG god saved me. My first check was the Onslaught. So he was like, "Oh, swing security for 3 checks," and then I'm all like, "First check
Yeah.
Onslaught," and
I know that feeling for sure.
So that I got a little bit lucky on that one. But honestly, that was a very scary matchup for me. I don't know. I just kind of feel scared on that one.
Okay.
Just because they're pretty fast for the most part.
Yeah, it can be.
I played against one random Dual Star. That's a free win. Honestly, I just rushed him down.
Yeah.
So I did get one draw. I think it was like round 4 against an Ophani Loop player.
Okay. Interesting.
I just couldn't. I couldn't kill him. We were like in game 3. There was like maybe 5 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
He had 8 health, so
Jesus.
I kind of had to just change my strategy.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I can't win in like whatever time was left, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play more passive and at least go for that tie. You know, if I can't get the guaranteed win, I'm gonna get the guaranteed tie. You know.
Sure, makes sense.
So that was my thought process there.
Yeah, you got to play the tournament rules for sure.
Then after that, round 5, I think it was round 5. I played a Garuru deck.
Okay.
RNG gods destroyed me.
Oh.
I was swinging security. They had the X antibody option, 2 of them, and they were a huge deal. You know, giving them 1 memory, passing turn, blah blah blah.
Yes.
Teamers in there, you know, all that fun stuff. Honestly, it's kind of my bad because I was super tilted just by the RNG.
Yeah.
That I wasn't playing to my best ability, and I made like a bunch of commander ones.
Right.
And he had a Gerudo X suspended.
Oh.
So on unsuspend, put back all the level 3s.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was completely my bad. I was just so tilted. It happens.
Yeah. You got to brush those off though.
Yeah. And then from there, the next round I played in their alpha again, free win. That matchup is very favored in my opinion for me. After that, I played 2 more Ophanis. That deck just takes a lot out of you. I think for the most part, I'm favored. Unless they open a relatively strong hand, with their healings and whatnot. But Congo can come in clutch, and again recycling the Dark Dramons. So thankfully, I was able to beat those. And then the last match was a Mastamon, which honestly I was super surprised because
all the way at the last table,
we were like at table 5-ish, give or take.
Okay.
And he like hard slammed the Lady Devi. I'm like, yo, what the hell is this Mastamon? Like up here, But yeah, he was a pretty good player, honestly.
For sure.
Like I said earlier, it was down to the wire. Game 3, I was 2-0ing like almost everybody, honestly. But this match, it was game 3. We were about to be in turns, and we both had 0 security. No, he had 1 security, I had 0.
Right.
And that's when I attacked with both Commander Mons. The last one was a Hell Scythe, and then I had a Grumble for game.
Yes. So. The Grumble for game, classic. It's so disrespectful for some reason. Just Grumble for game. He's just a little troll getting in there.
Yeah, because when he flipped the Hell Scythe, I still thought I was going to lose. So I'm like, oh, he's going to heal in the grave.
Yeah.
But the, what's the healer?
Magna Angemon.
The Magna Angemon was under the Mastamon. So it wasn't in the trash.
Oh, he screwed himself. Let's go.
So he had to play a Gato from the trash, and I just grumbled and went from there.
That's hilarious. All right, sick. All right, so that's gonna do it then for the tournament report deck profile. Thank you, Ray, for joining me. Any shout outs before we end the video?
Just shout outs to all the SoCal homies. They were super supportive. Very thankful for them.
Hell yeah.
Even when I'm like super stressed out and whatnot, they got my back. So shout out to the homies. Couldn't have done it without them.
For sure. All right, awesome, man. Well, thank you. And now you guys know the D-Brigade Spice, and we'll see you in the next video. GG's.
Hey, take care.